Tesla's long-rumored Cybercab Robotaxi didn't arrive with fireworks or a dramatic stage reveal. It arrived the way real revolutions do, quietly, relentlessly, and backed by data so overwhelming that even Tesla's loudest critics suddenly stopped laughing. Because this wasn't another flashy concept or speculative promise. This was Tesla pulling the curtain back on a system that had already been driving millions of real-world miles, learning from chaos, absorbing edge cases, and doing what no other company, including Waymo, has managed to do at scale. Teach a machine to understand the world the way humans actually move through it. And when Elon Musk finally acknowledged the Cybercab update publicly, it wasn't framed as a bold prediction but as an almost casual statement of fact, the kind that lands harder precisely because it doesn't try to impress. And the reason this moment shocked Waymo isn't about branding or hardware or even autonomy itself, it's about philosophy. Because while Waymo built a robot that needs a perfectly mapped sandbox to function, Tesla built a system that survives reality. And that distinction changes everything, because Tesla's Cybercab is not just a car without a steering wheel. It's a mobile artificial intelligence node connected to the largest real-world driving dataset ever assembled, pulling from billions of miles of human behavior, rare scenarios, unpredictable pedestrians, reckless drivers, weather anomalies, construction chaos, and cultural driving differences across continents. And unlike Waymo's LiDAR-heavy vehicles that depend on expensive sensors and hyper-detailed pre-mapped zones, the Cybercab relies on a vision-only neural network trained to reason, infer, and adapt in real time, which means it doesn't freeze when a road is repainted. It doesn't panic when a lane disappears, and it doesn't need a human safety driver waiting to intervene. Because Tesla didn't try to replace the driver with rules, it replaced the driver with intelligence. And that's why this update matters so much. Because for the first time, Tesla confirmed that the Cybercab platform has reached a threshold where intervention rates are collapsing faster than any previous autonomy system in history. Not because Tesla lowered standards, but because the system learned how humans actually behave instead of how engineers wish roads were designed. And this is where Waymo felt the shock. Because Waymo's approach is inherently limited by geography and cost. Each new city requires months of mapping, millions in infrastructure, and strict operational boundaries, while Tesla's Cybercab can theoretically wake up in any city on Earth and begin learning immediately because it doesn't need permission from a map, it only needs cameras and computation. And the update revealed that Tesla's latest full self-driving stack, running entirely on their in-house neural networks and powered by Doja-trained models, has crossed into a new regime of decision-making where the car doesn't just follow lanes but predicts intent. Reading body language from pedestrians, subtle wheel movements from nearby drivers, and even recognizing when traffic laws are about to be broken before they are. And this predictive capability is the difference between automation and autonomy. And Tesla quietly demonstrated that Cybercab vehicles are now capable of operating continuously without manual resets, without disengagements, and without remote intervention over extended periods. Something Waymo still cannot guarantee outside tightly controlled zones. And what truly unsettled the industry was Tesla's confirmation that Cybercab economics are fundamentally different, because while Waymo vehicles cost well over $150,000 per unit due to their sensor suites and specialized hardware, Tesla's Cybercab is built on a simplified, purpose-designed platform with fewer parts, no steering wheel, no pedals, and a manufacturing cost that Elon Musk implied could fall below $30,000 at scale. Which means Tesla doesn't need to charge premium fares to stay profitable. It can undercut ride-hailing prices, disrupt public transportation, and still generate margins that traditional automakers can't touch. And this isn't speculation, because Tesla already operates the most efficient automotive manufacturing system on the planet, with gigacastings, structural battery packs, and vertically integrated supply chains that Waymo doesn't have and can't replicate. And then there's the network effect, the part no one wants to talk about. Because every Cybercab on the road doesn't just earn revenue, it trains the system. Every mile driven makes every other Cybercab smarter. And this creates a feedback loop where Tesla's autonomy improves exponentially while competitors improve linearly. And the update revealed that Tesla has begun internally testing fleet-level coordination, where Cybercabs communicate indirectly through shared model updates, meaning lessons learned in one city instantly benefit vehicles everywhere else. Something Waymo's siloed deployments simply can't achieve. And Elon Musk's tone during the update wasn't celebratory. It was almost restrained. Because from Tesla's perspective, this isn't a product launch. It's the activation of a platform that has been years in the making. And the reason this moment matters isn't because Cybercab will replace taxis. It's because it challenges the fundamental assumption that autonomy must be slow, expensive, and geographically constrained. And when Musk pointed out that Tesla never asked regulators for permission to innovate, only for permission to deploy, it became clear that Tesla's strategy wasn't to win arguments, it was to win reality. Because regulators eventually follow what works, not what feels safe. And this is where the Cybercab update becomes existential for Waymo, because Waymo bet on perfection before scale, while Tesla bet on scale before perfection, and history has repeatedly shown which strategy wins in technology. And the final detail that truly stunned observers was Tesla's confirmation that Cybercab is not a standalone service. It's integrated into Tesla's broader ecosystem, meaning energy, charging, routing, maintenance, and even insurance are optimized by the same AI brain, reducing downtime and operational costs to levels no competitor can match. And when you combine that with Tesla's global charging network, its real-time traffic data, its vertically integrated software stack, and its ability to push over-the-air updates instantly,